Welcome back to another video, my friend. I'm Blake and you're you, and this is Izzet Goldspan Dragon in Pioneer. So of course we are building around the Goldspan Dragon. Just an incredibly good card. It will never not be good. It is a 5-mana 4/4 flying haste dragon. Already gets crazy. Whenever it attacks or becomes the target of a spell, you create a treasure. Insane. Treasures you control also have sacrifice this artifact, add 2 mana of any one color. Here's the biggest reason, in my opinion, why this card is absolutely insane. You get the dragon down, and no matter what they do, unless they counter it, if they target it, you get to make 2 treasures. That pairs extremely nicely with a lot of counter spells. So we're running 4 copies of Make Disappear. You can use this immediately using that treasure, tapping for 2 blue to counter their spell. It also is going to pair really nicely with Lofty Denial. This is counter target spell unless its controller pays 1, but if we can control a creature with flying, like the Goldspan Dragon, we counter it unless they pay 4 instead. Also, just throwing in 2 Jwari Disruptions can do a similar effect. We're also counting this as a land slot, so it pairs pretty nicely in the deck. Also, at the other 2-drop slot, running 2 copies of Scorching Dragonfire for a little bit of removal and a little bit of grave hate for things like Greasefang is just a pretty good removal card. Now, rounding out the deck as well, we want to create more treasures so that we can potentially ramp into a Goldspan Dragon. So I'm running 2 professional face breakers. This is the 2/3 menace. Whenever 1 or more creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, create a treasure. Good before the dragon, good after the dragon. You also can sacrifice those treasures to exile the top card of your library, and then you get to play that card this turn. So some nice card draw as well. Excuse me. Also, 2 copies of Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Just an incredibly good mid-rangey card. Gives you so much value. And that Shaman, of course, gets to make us a token. Same thing as Face Breaker. It's good before the dragon. It's good after the dragon. 4 copies of Bonecrusher Giant. Just for those draws when we don't have the Goldspan in hand. This can kill a small threat and then be a nice blocker to slow down the game when we need it to. Now also, going to the low end, just running a bunch of card draw to keep the deck consistent. 4 considers, we get to look at the top card and draw a card. 4 opt, we get to scry 1, draw a card. And then 2 Goldhound. Just a nice little play is to ramp into either the Face Breaker or the Fable of the Mirror Breaker on turn 2. Or it's a treasure, so it's doing all the cool things with Goldspan. It can ramp us into Goldspan turn 4. It's actually pretty sweet in the deck, and I think 2 of is just a fine place for it. Also running 1 Spikefield, just a little more graveyard hate. We're also counting that as a land slot. Now at the top end, we have a couple really fun cards. We have 2 Alrund's Epiphany. This is create 2 1/1 birds and take an extra turn. We also can foretell it on turn 2 if we don't have anything else to do. And then my favorite card probably in the deck is just 2 Niv-Mizzet Parun. He's just such a fun 5/5 dragon with a crazy mana cost, but he can't be countered. He's a 5/5 flyer, and whenever you draw a card, it gets to deal 1 to any target, and whenever a player casts any instant or sorcery, you get to draw a card. So these pair nicely together because they really punish your opponent for casting instants that target our creatures, and so I think Niv-Mizzet Parun makes a lot of sense in this deck. So, if you are not counting our 3 spell lands, we are running 21 lands, so 24 total counting these, and I'm just kind of running a mix of what I have as far as tap lands, and then throwing in 1 Hall of the Storm Giants just because it's a nice card. So, this deck is really fun if you like a sort of control-y game with a big top end, and get to slap with some dragons. Now let's jump into some games so you can see what this deck can do. Okay, turn 1 right off the bat, being able to put down the mountain, followed up by the falls, hold up a Lofty Denial, or a Bonecrusher. That is all, I think, all in all, fair enough. So we'll go ahead and put down the mountain first, and then that will let the Sulfur Falls come in untapped next turn. Being on the play, I think that is a totally fine play. Now, we see blue-black. So, do I foretell the Epiphany? I think instead of foretelling, it would be better to opt this turn if they don't do anything dangerous, just so we can make sure we hit that 3rd land drop. So they're going to foretell, which means that we are going to opt. Looking for a land, any land, we'll take that one. Thank you. They are tapped out. And I think the play here is to go with the Face Breaker, because it will almost guaranteed get in next turn, and then we can hold up that Disruption if we need to. I think I will go ahead and put down the Disruption because that's what we've got access to. We've got 3 mana available for a nice little counter spell. We can Dragonfire something if they put it in, and we've actually got 4 mana available here, which kind of makes me want to make a different play, because I'm not going to need both of these, but I have access to them both. I think we'll go ahead and foretell this, and then if we have to, we can crack that treasure to cast the Dragonfire if need be. We see a Behold. We're playing against Nicolas. Pretty funny. Nicolas minus the bow. Okay, what are they playing? Sure, go for it. Ritual of Soot. They are playing some hardcore control here, I guess. My turn. Really just hunting for a dragon at this point, but I think we're in a pretty good place putting out the Fable here. Carry on. Carry on. Be interesting to see what they're doing. I'm not sure what deck they're playing yet. We're just going to hold on to those. Discard. Let's toss a Dragonfire. I kind of want to keep Denial, but it's not that good until we get a dragon out, so maybe we're just hunting for dragons here. I think we're hunting for dragons. And that's a pretty good dragon. Let's play that. Let's put in this. Let's go ahead and attack first. I'm assuming they're holding up some counter magic. So we are going to put down Niv-Mizzet Parun and see what they do. Crack one treasure. Put some pressure on here. Okay, that's totally fine. We're going to put some pretty good pressure on. Love it. Love the animation on this guy. Pretty sick. Giant dragon flying onto the field. Heartless Act. We do get to draw a card. We do not draw anything helpful, but that's fine. We get the 1-for-1. Forced out the Heartless Act. We're just digging for that Goldspan Dragon at this point. And then we're going to get to do some fun things, I do believe. So, is the play here Mirror Breaker or Alrund's Epiphany? I think we just Mirror Breaker here so that we can hold up the Bonecrusher Giant. And then we attack. Also, the Reflection of Kiki Jiki can actually copy Goldspan Dragons because they're not legendary, so it's actually just super insane. Another Deluge. Okay. Do your thing. Not sure what their big play is going to be. I'm not sure what they're building towards in this Dimir deck here. Meat Hook. Sure. You got it. Okay. This is a great card. I'll give you that. Okay, they're digging for something. I think I'm willing to toss this Bonecrusher at this point. 2 lands, yeah. We don't need 2 lands, that's for sure. Let's go ahead and consider. We're dragon hunting. I guess we just keep digging. Wow, a lot of considers in a row. Consider again. Dragon hunting. No, don't want that. There we go. That's what we're looking for. Love to see it. Now I'm feeling real good. Get this guy in there. We've got Lofty Denial turned on now. We've got 6 mana available from these treasures, so we're going to go ahead and actually use that because they've got 1 mana open. So we're ready to put some work in. And there's the game. Extremely powerful. Let's keep going and see what else this deck can do. Okay, jumping into another game. Going first again. Similar concept. Consider turn 1 off the island, I think is pretty good. And then we can have that Disappear and Dragonfire ready to go on their turn 2. So I think that is all fine and good for us to keep right here. Let's see what our opponent, Manboyo, has got going on right now. We will go ahead and wait just to sneak by a little bit of more information, so we'll do it on their end step. Okay, see the red? We'll go and do it now. I doubt they have anything to do. Niv-Mizzet Parun. We don't need 2 of you. See you later. Very nice. Go ahead and put this down. See what they have for us now. Burning Tree. I'm not interested in them double spelling. We're going to go ahead and counter that. And then that should, hopefully, set up a Facebreaker treasure play. We also have removal next turn we can use if we need to clear the way, if they play 2 blockers. So that all seems pretty decent. They also could remove. That wouldn't be a terrible play. Okay. Sure. Sure. Robber. Yeah, we can block that robber. Okay, we've got a couple options now. We can make a treasure, put ourselves at 5 mana. We can just Dragonfire this now. Probably not a terrible idea. I think we just hold up. I don't think we need to play the Mirror Breaker. I think we're going to play these 2 cards, look for land number 5, and then next turn we can play Niv. I think is awesome. We also might Dragonfire whatever they put in, depending on what it is. Another robber. Yeah, we're gonna hit that one for sure. So this comes in. This is also great because now he doesn't get to draw a card off of this robber. So that's sweet. Yep. Take 2, no problem. Looking for a land here. It's not quite a land. We'll toss that. Nice. Okay. I feel like it's going to be incredibly hard for them to come back from this. A big 5/5 blocker that's going to be able to ping his stuff down. That seems pretty awesome. Let's see if they have anything for us. Shouldn't be a problem. I guess they could have Embercleave. I think for the moment I'm worried about them burn spelling Niv and comboing it. I want them to stick around a turn, so we're going to take this. Whatever it is. Embercleave. I did sort of expect that. But I think that's still okay. I think we can handle an Embercleave here. I really do. Let's see. We're not going to get to cast that many spells this turn. Probably not any more than just 1. When do we draw a card? Whenever a player casts an instant or sorcery only. So we're just going to go face, because I'm not going to get to do too much here. But we're going to put down another blocker. Don't really need that island. We'll hold on to that for the discard trigger. And we don't really need another land. We've got this Lofty Denial is going to be helpful. And then I think we can set up a pretty profitable block here. I think we counter Anax here. I think that's good enough. And we'll just deal 1 right here. Help us set up a KO on the robber, hopefully. Now, if I double block 6, we're going to take 8. So we have to do some blocking. I think I can double block here. He'll first strike one of them, and then the second battle they'll trade, and then this will trade. I think is decent. I think that's decent. He did steal our Goldspan Dragon off the top, so that's pretty sad. That's all pretty sad. But we're going to go 1 to face. We're going to get to discard 2, so that's pretty good. That's pretty unfortunate. We're going to get a lot to go face here. We're going to put down the face breaker. And then we're just going to attack, make another treasure. And then we're going to chill right here. We can draw 2 cards to get a counterspell if we had to. Let's draw 1 card. It's not very helpful. Okay, we're going to let him attack here. Oof. Really don't want that to happen. Let's do the Facebreaker thing again. Hope for a Scorching Dragonfire. Hope for a Scorching Dragonfire. Ooh, or we could pass 2 instants. That would be awesome. That won't draw me a card. Just draw me a card, baby. Draw me a card. Heck yeah. Okay, that'll work. That will work. It's kind of an accident, but that will do it. Okay, got another win. Heck yeah, let's see you in the next game. Okay, pretty interesting turn 1 here. Going first again, turn 1 opt, holding up turn 2, Jwari or Disappear, I think is totally fine here. Going up against Avraj. Good luck, Avraj, in our game here. Let's see what we can find. 2-0 so far on the ladder. This deck is really doing some work. Goldspan Dragon is just an amazing card. And Niv-Mizzet is also quite powerful when you get to play it. Okay, looks like we're going up against Mono White. I absolutely despise this deck. I think Bonecrusher is actually pretty good against it. So let's do that. We see a lovely little Goldspan Dragon that we can play into here, so that's quite nice. Bishop of Wings. That will be a problem. Bonecrusher cannot hit it. We're going to counter that thing. Also, my least favorite card to play against. I absolutely hate it. It's a 1/4 that gains you so much life. I despise it. We're going to go ahead and play this just because we want to hit those land drops and get to Dragon. If we can get to Dragon before they get to do their things, then we'll be totally fine. That's a problem. I think I opt over bone crushing this, because we can always bone crush that later, because we really want to find our 4th land. There we go. That's good. That's good. There we go. Now I think I actually hold up double Bone Crusher to maybe hit the Valkyrie. I think that might be a good enough play. Ooh. Yeah, we're gonna shut that down because we don't want them gaining all this life. We're gonna double Bone Crush this and then hope that they don't hit anything too big. They're probably looking for a Giada. The Collected Company is a beast of a card in this deck. It's really tough to deal with. Really, really tough to deal with. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty darn good. That's pretty tough to handle. We'll see if we can come back from that, but that's a lot of work. That's doing a lot of work here. Yeah, I doubt we can win now. It's just a stupid deck to play against. Just absolutely stupid. No attacks. We just need to get them down on life, but I don't think we're going to be able to do that. Holy cow. I hate playing against this deck. See you in the next one. Okay, 2-1 on the day. Looking to make some moves. I think turn 1 Goldhound into holding up Disappear is pretty fine here. Okay, Pelt Collector, it looks like they are going to go pretty hard and fast. Oops, I meant to put this down and then the Goldhound down. So we're going to go right there. Dragonfire will probably be pretty nice in this matchup. We can hit the Pelt Collector before it grows too much. So that'll be good. Okay, lovely. We're going to have a turn for Dragon, so that's going to be pretty sick. Counting the Goldhound, as long as we can draw that next land we need. I think we're in a pretty decent position. We can stop any huge threats, like a Lovestruck Beast. We'll go ahead and make that disappear. Very good, very good. My turn. Okay, we are looking for land number 4, so I would like to consider. And we also have that Dragonfire if needed. Yeah, that's pretty good. We'll go ahead and Dragonfire this, make it small, and then let the Questing Beast come down. I guess we probably should have actually denied the Questing Beast. So that's probably a mistake, but mistakes happen, you know? Okay, we'll go ahead and consider now looking for land number 4. We don't want that to disappear. Just give us a land. That's unfortunate. We might miss the land. Okay, we just need to land and we're alright. That is a little sad. Now we've got to figure out what the heck we're going to do against this Questing Beast. I guess we'll go Facebreaker? Pass. Questing Beast should have been denied. That was a huge misplay that's really going to mess us up here, probably. Should have been denied easily. If we can get Dragon out, I think we can bring it back. Neither of these creatures can block the Beast. With Vigilance, it's a really strong card. It's just a really, really strong card. I want to hold on to this, so I can't really opt yet, either. So we're really just banking on a top deck. Really just banking on a top deck Goldspan here. We can get out of this. If we can draw a land here, I feel confident. It's pretty bad, though. That's pretty bad. That really hurts. I guess we'll opt now, see what we can find. Mountain, perfect. Love it. Okay, now we're just going to chill right here then. Hope we don't get absolutely run over. I guess we probably deny the Lovestruck Beast, right? No, we don't have a flyer. So it won't work. He's got too much mana. It's unfortunate. It's way worse. Except he tapped out to do it. Thank goodness. Okay, denial did still come in handy. That would have been absolutely backbreaking. But now we've got enough mana to play our dragon next turn, so that's great. Lovestruck Beast is doing a lot of work, though. So we've got to find an answer to that. Okay. This, we can get some things going now, at least. We can get some things going. I think we attack here, make 2 treasures. That'll turn on some fun things. Also is going to set up a good amount of card draw with the Face Breaker next turn if we need it. So we're just looking for an answer to this Questing Beast. I think we say go ahead. Sure. Only the Questing Beast really can attack us right now. So you go ahead and do that, I guess. We're hunting for an answer. My turn. Okay, let's consider first. We can slap down another dragon. 2 Face Breakers means when the dragon hits, I get 2 more treasures. Or I can just get another dragon down and make like a bunch of treasures. Let's just do this. Auto pay here. If they both attack, I get 4 treasures. Which will let me draw a good amount of cards. I think we're going to take the risky play of doing this, making a whole bunch of treasure. I think this is a good play. I'm going pretty risky here. Ooh, that's only 1 treasure, okay. It's 1 or more. Then, we're going to activate this to hopefully draw ourselves out of this. Don't really even know what I'm looking for. That's not it, though. I mean, he's got 4. If he swings this, I can block that. But then he's still got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's just going to be too much. I think we might have lost this. I think I might have made a misplay. Just letting that Questing Beast come down when I could have denied it was just a pretty huge mistake. Pretty huge mistake. Let's just keep drawing cards and seeing if there's anything at all we can do. Sure. Yep, I think he just got us. Misplayed. Shoot, let's get another one. Okay, I think this is, again, a decent start. I think we'll start by putting the Hazard down as a land. And then turn 2, we have Denial and Disruption on. I think that's pretty good. Ooh, that's a little unfortunate, though. But I think we can fight through that. Yeah, it gets rid of the Bonecrusher, which wasn't really part of the main plan anyway. He just knows what we have now. I'd probably put this down as a land next turn since we have double Denial. I think we're playing the tempo game. We're going to play out the Denial now. Then we're going to put this in as a land so we can have 5 lands. Hoping to opt and not deny this turn. But I might need to deny, so we shall see. Sure. It's fine. We'll draw a card now. I guess I take a consider here. Let's actually consider now. I don't really want a second denial, I don't think. Put in the coast. Say go. Yeah, neither of these can counter it. That's pretty unfortunate. Pretty unfortunate right there. Now we're in a weird situation where they just get to play 1 under curve and just destroy us. It's pretty sad. Pretty sad. Sometimes the draws just don't go your way. It's brutal. Especially with that treasure. Gosh. Just play a 4-drop. Yep. But they don't know we have this and Jwari, so we're going to go all out. Stop this thing just to do something. We've got to do something. If we draw a dragon, we might come back, you know. Even Niv we could play at this point would be pretty sweet. Okay, that at least gives us something to do. So that's helpful, I guess. We'll probably hit the Fable and not the Shaman. Actually, we'll just hit that, because that's a lot of value. We get rid of a land. And we stop the graveyard shenanigans. We'll just hit that right now. We've got to draw something meaningful, though, here. Man, you'd think with as much card draw as we have is we'd get some card draw or a spell, but apparently that's not going to be the way it goes. Bad luck trying to draw out of this situation, though, when they've got both the Mirror Breaker things on. Oof. Brutal. It's whatever. Get that down in case old Niv makes a showing. Sure. Yeah, it's great. It's great. Do your thing. See if we can worm our way out of this. See if we can weasel our way out of this one. We're dead on board unless we draw something to do. Almost. Basically dead on board. That's not really gonna cut it. I'm a fan of playing it out though, so I guess let's see. If we draw Niv-Mizzet, crazy things can happen, you know? Sure. Go right ahead. Wow. Alright, good game. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this deck. It is quite good. We had a little bit of bad luck and a little bit of misplays, but overall, Goldspan Dragon is an amazing card, and I hope you have a great day, my friend. Catch you in the next one.